Hey guys, Matt Bishop here from therockrevival.com. I am here on the tour bus with Matt DiRito of Pop Evil. What's going on, man?
Not much, man. That's right. We got Matt squared today, dude.
Nice. I like the sound of that.
We're gonna have to find some hot chicks so we can make a Matt sandwich.
There it is. And then we can record a side project.
That's right.
Nice. I'm down. I got some riffs stockpiled up. I don't know if they're as good as any Pop Evil riffs, but you know, we'll work on them.
Oh, man. I'd love to hear it.
Nice. Well, we'll get to that, but right now we got some more important things to talk about, man. You guys are on the road with Stone Sour right now. This is a killer lineup. When this was announced, I was like, mind blown.
Yeah, you and me both, man. We've done a lot of festivals and stuff with these guys. You know, like we get the chance to play with a lot of different acts, you know, during festival season, but we've never done a solid tour with these guys before, and they're like the best band to work with. You know, they're super nice. You see the guys wandering around all the time, and they always take time out of their day to talk to you and say, hey, the shows are sold out and awesome. The crowds are magnificent. So, I mean, it's pretty much everything you could ask for in a tour.
And it's like these mid-level venues, man. You guys just must be packing them to the brim. So I bet tonight's going to be insane. I know it.
Yeah, if last night was any indication in New York City, tonight's just going to be even more crazy, dude. Even more over the top. Crowd surfing. It's so funny to see people like crowd surf and mosh and get down to like these like smaller venues. I mean, it's not small, but it's definitely tight. You know, the security tonight's going to be getting their, you know, earning their dollars tonight, that's for sure.
Absolutely. If you had to pick between, like, you know, stadium shows and arenas and the festivals, or like the smaller club and the mid-level venues, you know, what's your preference? What do you like?
I really like, you know, 1,500 to 2,500 cap. Like, that's a good sized room where you're still close enough to the crowd, and it still has a lot of times the feel of you know, some of the smaller venues and stuff like that. But you know, ultimately you're playing for more people, and I like that, you know. But luckily we get to do some of each. You know, we're still at that level where we end up doing a lot of, you know, 500 capacity clubs and stuff like that when we headline, and you know, on up. But you know, then we get to do the festivals and stuff like that too, which I think I would feel really detached if we did that all the time. If we were like one of those stadium bands that can only do arenas and stuff like that, you just get so detached from your fans, you know. But we got the best of both worlds, so I'm happy about it.
Speaking of the festivals, huge announcement for you guys. You guys are playing Rock on the Range 2014 in May. You guys got to be stoked.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. You know, Rock on the Range is like the first place I ever went to jail on the road, like while on tour. Our first time there. So hopefully this time will go a lot smoother. But there's a lot of good acts on the bill, dude. We're excited to see old friends and hook back up. You know, it's like Rock on the Range is like pretty much one of the pinnacles of every year that we all look forward to going to. So.
It's got to be really cool. I know it is for me to see, you know, the name Pop Evil work its way up the poster.
Like all the flyers?
Yeah, I mean, it's you guys, you know, like everybody does, you start out at the bottom, and you guys are like in the middle now, and it's like you guys are one of the heavy hitters that people are really looking forward to, and that's got to be cool. It's not just like, oh, well, check these guys out. It's like, no, we're going to see them this year.
You're absolutely right. There's a big difference, and you can see it. We can see it even on this tour, you know, a little bit. With the success we've had with Trenches and Deal with the Devil, people are there to see you. It's not just about putting us up in front of people, but now we're getting up in front of people that already know us. It's a way different feeling, and it's a great feeling.
You guys took a little bit of a break, quote unquote, if you could even call it that, over the holidays. You guys have been on the road just relentlessly touring on this new album, Onyx. It's out now, came out back in May. Third single just dropped. I mean, is this train slowing anytime soon on this record?
I don't know, man. It's not looking like it, you know. I mean, they can't all be shine downs where, you know, like Sound of Madness, they had like 7 singles off that album, but this album is definitely pulling its weight, you know, and we're just going to keep our fingers crossed and keep our nose to the grindstone and keep chugging along, see what happens.
Kind of a unique thing you guys did with these 3 singles. You guys shot all 3 videos together, and it's kind of the Onyx trilogy, you guys called it. Did this start out, was this like a concept right from the get-go, or as the album came out it just kind of like unfolded in front of you?
Well, it wasn't a concept from the get-go, so to speak, like before the album was out, but once we had it out and we decided on, you know, our first single was going to be Trenches and all that, we started to look at it and say, you know what, we want to do, definitely do a video for this song and this song, and let's see if we can tie them together, you know, because a lot of the songs on this new album, Onyx, sort of tell a story, and when you put them together, they tell a bigger story. So we wanted it to be a little bit more artistic and kind of show that side of us, and I think it came across pretty well, you know. It's a lot of the hardcore Pop Evil fans are into it and can sit down and watch the whole like 20 minutes through, but I know it's you know, it's a different age right now where people's attention spans aren't really that big, but like, you know, the people that sit down and watch it are digging it, and it's cool. And even, you know, besides that, I think it's cool. So yeah. I know that sounds kind of stupid to say, but I think it's cool for, you know, for me to look back on and for our own use.
I know, you know, we're in 2014 now, and I'm sure people are still digesting this record, but have you guys been writing at all on the road? You guys have been touring a lot. I know a lot of guys write on the bus. You know, we have all the technology in the world to even record on the bus now. Has there been any activity whatsoever there?
A little bit. There's always a little bit when you're on the road, like a riff here, a riff there, and pretty much what we do is we just, you know, bankroll all of our riffs and, you know, like videotape everything, like, hey, I got this idea or whatever. We either record it or, you know, just stockpile it away, so when it comes time to put an album together, we start refreshing ourselves back on those riffs and say, you know, I'd really like to take this one and develop it into something else, you know. Like even the riff for Trenches was written on our last album cycle. It's something that we didn't use, and we're going back through old riffs and we're like, man, we should really expand on that. Worked out in our favor, I guess. So
there you go.
Yeah.
Between now, this tour with Stone Sour, and Rock on the Range, do you guys have any upcoming plans? Are we going to be hitting the road anywhere else in between?
I think you're just going to have to keep your eye on the Facebook and stuff. We do have some stuff in the works, but I can't quite tell you yet.
I will take that, though. As what stuff's in the works, I'm good. That's enough for us to get excited about.
Yeah, we've got another heavy hitter, just like, you know, Stone Sour, that we're going out with after this, but can't quite say yet.
Very cool. And then I'm sure some more festivals for you guys, probably here and abroad, hopefully. We'll see.
Yeah, hopefully. Fingers crossed, man.
Very cool. Matt DiRito of Pop Evil, ladies and gentlemen. The latest single, Behind Closed Doors. Call your local radio stations, request it. They are on tour right now as we speak with Stone Sour. This is a show you do not want to miss. Get your tickets now. Rock on the Range tickets on sale, I think next week, maybe sometime soon in Columbus, Ohio. Get out there if you can. It's going to be ridiculous. PopEvil.com for all the latest news. We are out.
That's right. Thanks, Matt.